everybody, and welcome to another edition of USC's Intensity, and we are live on the YouTube network. Greg Newhart here, and I am excited to bring you the action tonight. First up, we have the last match in the first round of the King of the Iron Throne tournament. That's right. The judge, Josh Noble, will be taking on Rich Boy, and if you followed these guys' career, then you know there's no love lost there. In the main event, it will be the Seven Cities champion, Damian the Icon, putting his title on the line against Nick Mercer. Now, it was supposed to be Poppy Manny in this matchup, however, he had an unfortunate run-in with Ice. What has this country come to? Nevertheless, I'm not going to hold you up anymore. I'm going to send you ringside to my good friends Alex Velez and Jeffrey the Body Johnson.
Thank you, Greg. Big night of action here tonight. So much to cover, so little time here on Intensity. Here comes Rich Boy. First round action in the King of the Iron Throne tournament, being accompanied by Seven Cities champion Damian the Icon. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live in Portsmouth, Virginia. I am Alex Velez. I'm joined by Jeffrey Johnson here at commentary each and every week. First round action here of the King of the Iron Throne tournaments. As we watch them during the weeks, as you can see, the semifinals are almost done right now. The judge and Rich Boy, the winner of this match will take on Alex Christopher in the semifinals, which will complete this first round of action here tonight. In competing action, here he comes right now, the bailiff, representing the judge, and I guess most recently a lot familiar. Yeah, Velez, you mind if I jump in here? Jeffrey the Body Johnson, ladies and gentlemen. Proud Jack Drinker, here he comes. Muy macho Biggie Sanchez. There he is, hitting his Scott Hall impersonation as best as he can. Retro Mania running wild. We haven't heard that from you for a long time. Where the hell Sanchez going? I think he has a match. Speaking of matches, here we go. Rich Boy. Judge Josh Noble here opening things up. The final match of the King of the Iron Throne tournament, the first round action. And there's the bell, going for a test of strength. Rich Boy looking at him like he's got 6 heads, and here we go. Cheap shot by the judge, Joshua Noble. Been so far very successful here, Underground Sports Entertainment, and I think you can know why. Yeah, you line yourself with Sanchez and get your greased. What's the analogy they say? Get the palms greased up, Velez. That's exactly what he did. He hired that big bastard bailiff, and here goes Rich Boy. Rich Boy out of nowhere. Here we go. Just taking it to him, the judge. Jaw jacking at Bill McKnight in the crowd. Oh. Keep the change. Bitch. I don't think you can say that. I just did, Velez. Rich Boy, of all the things he does, that slap to the back. Maybe that DDT right there are definitely things you don't want to mess with. Conspicuous by his absence is the Seven Cities champion, Damian the Icon. Big matchup here tonight, defending the championship against recently named number 1 contender Nick Mercer. We'll learn more about that, him being a substitute. Substitution here tonight, filling in for Poppy Manny, who has some visa issues or some green card issues. I'm not really sure what the passport issue is right now, but there it is. Big dropping teardrop suplex there by Rich Boy. Here we go. Now this happened just a few weeks ago. And the low blow, the bailiff definitely earning his money, distracting all the opponents. And here we go. Same thing happened to Atticus. Now happened to the Rich Boy with the hammer back of the neck, thanks to a little assistance by the. Come on now, referee. I think enough is enough. Come on now. He's gonna get a concussion. There it is. Referee Ben McKnight. I don't think that's the one he wanted to get in the face of. Yeah, and there's your official word. What do you think about that? That was pretty fast, Velez. I'll give it to Rich Boy. What are you giving the Rich Boy? The loss. That's a loss for Rich Boy. Too bad, Rich Boy. All right. I think right now we're going to get a replay of this action here. Quick action here on Intensity. There it is. Keep the change. Bitch, I believe is what you said. Big teardrop suplex there by Rich Boy. Almost knocked all the wind out of it, but speaking of knocked out, here he is. He hammers to the back of the neck. And here he is, La Familia's, I guess, newest alliance. The judge, the bailiff, Biggie Sanchez, sent down to Bill McKnight for some post-match comments.
To the fans out there about your win against Rich Boy. Rich boy's a piece of shit. That's the way he is. Just a thug, just a thug, just a thug who from the streets. Because you are a piece of crap. You're a piece of trash. You're nobody. Because I am the judge. I'm above the law. I am the law. And you respect my authority. So Bill McKnight, you got a rude awakening for you. Because me and the Muy Macho, the bailiff, we're going to take over UFC. We're going to take it all. We run it all for life. For life. All right, let's take some of this again.
Blaze, I have no idea what the hell he just mumbled out of his mouth. Yeah, body actually have to agree with you on that one. Let's send it back to the studio with Greg Newhart and get ready for our main event here tonight in the dungeon.
Thanks, Alex. What the hell is the judge's problem with authority? I know he feels like he's the authority, but good Lord. Anyway, you've seen it yourself. With help from the bailiff, the judge prevails and he moves on to the next round of the King of the Iron Throne tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, this Sunday, May 25th, the USC presents Memorial Day Mayhem. It will be Intensity tapings. It's invite only. Check our socials for ticket information. Next up, the main event. Devon the Icon, the Seven Cities champion, takes on Nick Mercer for that same title. And that's coming up next.
Back in the arena, it is main event time. Fun night of action tonight. We finally found out our semifinals. Where we're moving with the King of the Iron Throne tournament right now. Big time main event. Here he comes, Nick Mercer, the substitute for the one and only Poppy Manny, who has some travel visa, some green card issues. We're not terribly sure the logistics of it all. Nick Mercer with an opportunity of a lifetime right now as he gets ready to step in the ring and step up against the biggest challenge that he's ever had in Devon the Icon. Alex Velez back here again, joined by Jeffrey Johnson. Jeff, yeah, Velez, I have to give it to you, Nick Mercer, each and every week. Hell of an athlete, king of the maneuvers, kind of quirky with his videos. Well, there you have it right there. Big time main event, substitute action. And that's what the USC is all about, ladies and gentlemen. We're not going to give you a bunch of talk and a bunch of filler to carry over. We keep the action hot and heavy. Tight ring, tighter action, tighter stories, tighter championships. And here he comes, the inaugural Seven Cities champion, Devon the Icon, in his second championship defense here. Originally winning the title in a triple threat match against Biggie Sanchez. And Poppy Manny had a big time defense against the judge, Joshua Noble, a few weeks ago. Here we go, former Borderlands champion for X-Brand Wrestling, former tag team champion across other promotions with his tag team partner, Rich Boy, who unfortunately eliminated earlier by earlier set opponent, the judge. No love lost between La Familia and War Money Mafia. But right now, all that's put to the side as Big Devon prepares for his second title defense here in Underground Sports Entertainment, and that title right there, the Seven Cities Heavyweight Championship, the top prize.
Yeah.
Blaze, whatever happened to the Grand Slam Championship he used to have? I believe Biggie Sanchez threw that in the trash can a couple years ago. And there's the clock, ladies and gentlemen. 10-minute time limit for all championship matches, 5 minutes for non-title matches. And here we go, a little dap up of respect between these two superstars. Here we go, Colorado tie-up. 10 minutes. You guys have a little more wiggle room with their matchup here, Jeff. Yeah, 5 minutes usually keeps things flying through Velez. Big Devon, the world's largest cruiserweight. Nick Mercer. Some people call him the incarnation of Brian Pillman. And right, that's a unique combination of personalities right now. Big Devon here, early on with these big thrusts, outweighing his opponent by at least 150 pounds, with a reach advantage and a height advantage as well. Devon standing well over 6 foot tall. I want to say closer to 6'5". I would imagine this monster right here is Big Devon the Icon. Big match Devon, known for his athleticism, his prowess, very spry champion. It's been an absolute honor having him as the inaugural champion so far. Blaze will let him off yet. Right there's a big slam by the big man. I used to have a lot to say negatively about a lot of the superstars, but big match Devon here. Look at him just leaving his feet like a spry cat. Spry cat indeed, like a panther.
You gonna feel that for like 3 months.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Sold out crowd here tonight in the dungeon. Been real fun here hosting this King of the Iron Throne tournament. And starting next week, I believe we have the semifinals kicking off. Right now, he's just, look at this, just clubbing him right now. I don't think Nick Mercer even realizes where he's at right now. Yeah, look at him just hanging on by a thread right there. Big Devon doesn't even broken a sweat yet. Here we go, lining him up. And right here we go, little, excuse me, big.
Super kick party.
Super kick to the jaw. 8 minutes left in this bout, ladies and gentlemen. Simply 2 minutes have passed. Going match that'll leave us 3, but we still got 7 long minutes here. Here we go. Look, he's going for a painkiller here. Hold on now, slipping out pretty fast there. Nick Mercer looking to get some gas back in that tank. Referee Benjamin McKnight looking on here. There's to the shot to the liver there, Velez. Probably piss and blood after that. Speaking of piss, I got to be pissed. All this damn jack. You know, you keep talking about this Mr. Daniels cough syrup. We need to get a sponsor out of it. Shout out to Jesse Daniels. And the MFN Dirty. Here we go. Beautiful hip attack there. Almost looks like a Jeff Hardy-like maneuver. That's my word, Velez. Sorry. Here we go. Standing frog splash. Getting high, about as high as that third chain there. About 3-4 feet in the air. Nick Mercer. Oh, no, hold on now. Devon with the simple, the power, the strength, the weight advantage. Tossing him into that wall. Steel force wall here. We call it a bulkhead here in the dungeon. These cell walls, chain link, ring. Here we go. No, the straps are coming down. Who do you think he is? Jerry Lawler, Kurt Hennig, Kurt Angle, whatever the case is. When the straps come down, Devon means big business. Just over 6.5 minutes left in this matchup. Nick Mercer, that mouthpiece, that might be obstructing his airwave. He's been sucking wind this whole match here. Pulling it together right now. He's usually used to these FUBAR exclusive matches with him and Nick Storm and among others. But a tremendous win-loss record does the one and only Nick Mercer have. I believe his only big loss to date is in that finals to Rich Boy. Back for the FUBAR Championship, and here we go. Nick Mercer now fighting back. Look at him leave the feet again. That high savant kick a la Booker T. Here we go. Stunned the big man now. Taking to these forearm shots now to the champion. Wow, champion coming back. Almost took his head off there. Here we go. Yeah, definitely a little gassed up. There we go. Big thrust off the chains here. Here we go. He's giving everything he has. Right on the button. All you got to do is, hey, out of nowhere. Hold on. Did you see that? Well, you kind of caught me off guard there myself. I did not see that coming. Let's take a look at that replay. Look at it. Beautiful cutter. Literally out of nowhere. You see referee right there scratching his head. He kind of got taken aback by that himself. Here we go. Back in the arena live. Nick Mercer trying to bring himself in here. About halfway through the time limit of this match right now. What a title match. Far beyond his first title defense against the judge, which I believe was a cutter and it was over. Big Devon showing why he's been the lead champion here in Underground Sports and Entertainment. Going for another one now. Hold on now. Nick Mercer. Wow, what a beautiful kick. These legs. Head flying. Head bunt there. Took himself down. Here we go. Look how agile he is. Here we go. Head bunt. After another. Almost you have a concussion after that, Velez. Here we go. Locks in a rear naked choke here, almost like a coquina clutch. He's locking the legs around Devon. All that weight down, working against him. Maybe working in favor of Nick Mercer, the challenger here. About 4.5 minutes left. He has it on tight. The referee is coming in now to check. Wow, the champ is fading right now. Mercer has it on tight. Tight. Here we go. Checking the arms for 2, and there's no way. 3 right here. Unbelievable here tonight on Intensity. We got a brand new champion, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back. We got to hear from this.
Well, imagine that. Sunday, May 25th, the USC presents the Memorial Day bash, beat him down, whatever. You might as well call it Marcade 97, because that's who I work for, a bunch of marks. Now, a month ago, that pissant of a secretary of somebody's secretary of somebody else's secretary, Greg Newhart, told me, because he's in talent relations, that date was open. So what did I do? I took my food bar championship and I booked myself somewhere else to help put the company over. Lo and behold, now we have a show and I can't make the date. Go figure. So what does management do? They decide to create an interim championship. And they're going to crown an interim food bar championship May 25th at the dungeon. Well, that's the story of my life. Every time I do something great, somebody else decides that they want to imitate it. Well, that's fine. You go find your interim champion. Crown the motherfucker. I don't care what you do. Because at the end of the day, when he meets me for a unification match, he will go down 1, 2, we don't do that. Sorry, he'll go down just like that. Lights out, baby. Food bar champion, once and always, the MF and Dirty.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm with the renegade Nick Mercer, who's a new USC 7 City champion. Great sportsmanship between you and the former champ. How does it feel to win that match, get this title on your shoulder? Listen, Bill. Man, oh, listen, it's crazy. Because I always imagined this moment being a little bit different. You know, we got people not showing up. We got people that's showing up and not doing enough. But me, I come here, I put in 130,000%, and I always show up, and that's why I am the 7 Cities heavyweight champion of USC. Woo! Say it again! All right, let me share a break. Everybody make some noise one more time for the new USC 7
Congratulations, Nick Mercer, your new 7 Cities champion. Let's send it back to the studio to Greg Newhart to take you home for the night, ladies and gentlemen. Nick Mercer, 7 Cities heavyweight champion.
Unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, Nick Mercer has emerged from tonight's main event as your new 7 Cities champion. That's why you got to tune in each and every week right here on Intensity, because you never know what's going to happen. Fans, don't forget, this Sunday, May 25th, the USC presents Memorial Day Mayhem. Check our socials for ticket information. For Alex Velez and Jeffrey the Body Johnson, I'm Greg Newhart, and we're going to see you next week.